Hey Chem 1. Alright, we are on Tuesday's lecture. We just talked about all the electron configuration and quantum numbers having to do with electron configuration up to argon, up to element 18. So let's do that element real quickly. We know that argon is Ar, and it is element 18. So that means we have 18 electrons to fill. Now we've learned our typical way of filling electrons. We fill from the lowest energy level out. And so what's our first energy level? 1. And what is the orbital? S. And how many does it hold? 2. So 1s2. And then that moves to the second energy level. We start with the s orbital, and we can put 2 there. Next step, what do we move after the 2s? Oh, you're right. There's another orbital in the second energy level, and that's the p. 2p. And what do we have, and how many go into that? 6. Now, that's full. Remember, our second energy level can only hold 8 electrons because it only has an s and 3 p's. So now we move up to the third energy level, and what do we start with? The s orbital. How many can we put there? 2. Okay, now we still have what? 6 more to go, right? And so if we're going to have 6 more to go, those are going to go in the 3p6. And now we have 6 plus 2 is 8. Plus 6 more is 14, plus 4 more is 18 electrons, so that's argon. So we know that's right. Okay, so what do we do after argon? Now, we've already talked about yesterday that we don't just have an s and p orbital now. We have a d and an f, and that's where these add in. And so we talked about that the s orbital is located, and we have that in the first energy level, and we also have it in the second energy level and the third energy level and the fourth. We have everywhere. The p's start in the second energy level, but then we also have them in the third and the fourth and the fifth. But then we said the d energy level starts in the third energy level. Okay, so what would you expect to happen after P3P6? Well, if we know that we have a D, you would think, oh, well, we're going to go to 3D, and then we could go 1 through 10 on that, because remember, there are 5 of them, and we can put 2 in each. But that's not what happens. This does not happen, okay? Instead, we have this weird overlap in energy levels, okay? So what I have for you down here is a diagram of what actually happens when the electrons fill. They don't go to the 3D like you would think we would. They go instead. Okay, so here we go. This is where we ended up here, 3p6. That's there. Well, what does it say the next energy level is? 4s. And then we go down to the 3Ds. Well, that doesn't make much sense. Well, just know that the third energy level, okay, so we have first, second, third, fourth, they're very close. Right now we're starting to get very close in energy level, and so the P's, okay, there are the P orbitals. Okay, those are very, very, very close in energy to the S's, which are the sphericals, which are very, very close in energy to these 3D clover-likes. Like the level and energies are really, really close. And so what happens is, instead of having this cut and dry, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, you get this mix. So here we have a 3p, followed by a 4s, followed by a 3d, followed by a 4p, okay, and then a 5s. So here is the way that it actually fills. And remember, we can put 2 in each orbital, okay? Okay, you're probably looking at that going, oh my God, there is no way that I'm going to have any inkling of how these are going to fill. There's just no way. I'm not going to know how to do it. Well, okay, there are two ways in which I'm going to show you how to do this. The first way is actually the way that I don't like, but I'm going to show you then the way I do like, but I'm going to show you this other way that some people do like first. Okay, but this is the actual order in which they fill, and you can always refer back to this. But let me show you the quick and dirty trick. Okay, so if you line up your configuration like the boarding house model. Do you remember that boarding house that we did? Sunny room, pink room. Our first energy level, sunny room, second energy level, sunny room, pink room, okay? And we're going to actually keep filling this out. So then our next one is the third energy level, S, third energy level, P, and then we know in the third energy level there's a D. In the fourth energy level, there's an S. Fourth energy level, there's a P. Fourth energy level, there's a D, sorry. That's a D. And the fourth energy level, there's an F. Then we have, I'm just going to go one more here. 5S. You also have a 5P, a 5D, and a 5F. Okay. Now, let me show you how to use this kind of like stacking thing we do. Okay. If you draw a line diagonally up and through the order, it gives you how to fill. So in this case, we start here. We go 1S, and how many can it hold? 2. 2S, how many can it hold? 2. 2P, how many can P's hold? 6. 3S, 2. Now here we have it. Now we're back down here. 3P, 6. 4S, 2. So look, it actually we start with 2 and then 3, went to 3P, and now we go back to 4S. Now we come back to here. Now how many does the D hold? 5. 2 in each. That's a total of 10. So that's 3D, 10, 4P, 6, 5S, 2. Then come back here. 4D, 10, 5P, 6. And then all the way finally to here, we're starting to get in these Fs. And remember how many of those? There are 7 of those. 2 in each. So that's 4F, 14, 5D, 10. Okay, and then we just, it actually does keep going from that, but that's all we need for right now. And I'll show you like the complete version in class. I'll have it on the board. But right now, that's all we need. Okay, I'm going to stop this right now. So I want you to kind of make sure your notes are good with this, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do these 3 configurations. Okay? All right, see you in a bit.